This is the Redmi A5 and it retails for just 96,000 naira. But it comes with IP4 splash proof rating as well as some amazing features which I didn't even expect to see at this price. So in this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the Redmi A5 to see whether it's actually worth buying in 2025. First is the unboxing experience. When you open the box, you are first greeted with the Redmi A5 itself, and beneath that is a transparent silicone case, a USB Type-C cable and fast charger. So it's definitely still just as complete as you expect. Now let's talk about the design and build quality. I'm gonna say now that I don't think this is a very pretty phone. This camera design is ugly. Like seriously, who suggested this? I was fine with the design of the Redmi A3 and A3X, but since they had skipped the Redmi A4, I think they had forgotten how to make a good design. Some people might like it, but it's definitely not me. And the build quality is much better. This is plastic obviously, but as you probably know, all these new plastic finishes have started feeling just as premium as aluminium and glass. And in my opinion, it's much better because it's lighter and not prone to cracking like all these glass phones are. But that's not even the best bit. The Redmi A5 supports IP4 splash proof rating, which is unheard of at this price. And what makes it very fun is that the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, which costs about 2.5 million naira, doesn't have a better rating than this phone. So design and build quality is very good for the price. But what about the overall features of this phone? The Redmi A5 comes with a side-mounted fingerprint scanner, which is pretty fast and reliable, but not too reliable. It has an IR blaster which can control your various appliances like your TV and more. It doesn't have stereo speakers, but it has loud dual speakers, which is okay for the price, but lacks a lot of bass, which doesn't really affect your content viewing experience. Speaking of viewing experience, how good is the display? The Redmi A5 comes with a 6.88-inch 720p IPS panel with a 120Hz refresh rate. This is a really big display, and when you are consuming content, yes, it will be an amazing experience. The colors are balanced, though I feel it's slightly saturated to give it this AMOLED vibe. At 720p, it's a HD resolution which is still very sharp, and having 120Hz refresh rate, scrolling through the user interface will be very smooth. The only things I don't like about this display is 1. The low brightness level. The 450 nits is not going to be usable outdoors no matter what. And 2. I don't know why a phone is still using a teardrop notch in 2025. Aside those little mistakes, I can say that the display is top notch at this price. And if you are enjoying this video, kindly smash that subscribe button for more videos just like this one. My goal this month is for us to reach 1800 subscribers, and I believe we can do it. That leads us to performance. And this is something which you have to consider when buying cheap phones like this. So how good is it? Well, the Redmi A5 is powered by an Insuc T7250, and since this is an entry-level chipset, you should expect entry-level performance. If you are someone who loves blasting away at Call of Duty Mobile at maxed out settings, this one is not for you. Apps can run, though you have to keep it simple, and it's for basic tasks like light social media and browsing the internet. Gaming is also possible, but it's limited to casual games like Subway Surf, Temple Run, etc. The software is HyperOS slapped on Android 15 Go edition. Now, this is a lighter software than what you have on those proper high-end smartphones, and it shows from the very moment you start using it. You don't get all these advanced features, you don't get all these amazing AI features, but surprisingly on this phone, Redmi is promising 2 years of updates, which is incredible. A $60 phone which can reach Android 17. I'm impressed. Let's talk about the battery experience. Is it any good? Behind this phone is a massive 5200 mAh battery which lasts about 2 days on average use, though that depends on your usage. And when it comes to charging, there's 15W fast charging, which isn't really fast by 2025 standards. That leads us to the cameras. The Redmi A5 comes with a rather impressive 32MP main camera with an auxiliary lens for depth perception. The photos are pretty good, and that shows how detailed the 32MP main camera is. You can put this camera against those on the Technopop 9 or the Infinix Smart 9, and this one will be much better. The video is 1080p with no optical image stabilization, so you have to keep your hand steady for the results to be any good. And on the front is an 8MP selfie camera which shoots in 1080p as well. So is the Redmi A5 worth buying? I'd say 100%, but to the right people. If you are someone who loves blasting high-end games or likes running multiple apps at the same time, then I'll say this phone is a no-go area.
Oh, no! No!
However, if you are someone who is fine with light gaming, a simple software and all that, the Redmi A5 is just perfect for that price. It has a good display, a decent processor, solid cameras, IP rating, and most importantly, 2 years of software updates. But do you know there's an even cheaper alternative called the Itel A90? To check it out, click the card on the screen and I'll tell you all about it.